So Mike McCarthy is no longer on the Green Bay Packers as their head coach. Joe Philbin will be taking over the job for the Packers, and now Mike McCarthy is a free agent. And so when it comes to this and all of that, he was a pretty darn overrated coach. Now, he's a pretty good offensive mind, but there's a lot of stuff when it comes to, making like a lot of play calls and all that. He was very questionable, and he really just didn't change his approach. I really felt as if that he had all these plays where he just didn't help out the wide receiver. He just kind of let the talent kind of do their own thing. And it's not as if that he's a bad head coach. He just got way too much credit than what he deserved. Just way too much credit. Now, obviously, you're also in an era where head coaching is putrid. It's pretty darn bad compared to all other eras. If you watch the beginning of my Hugh Jackson is one of the worst head coaches in NFL history, you kind of get that. But when it comes to McCarthy, would I put all the blame on him? No. Aaron Rodgers deserves some blame. These guys aren't playing well. He wasn't very accurate today. Like, he was in the fourth quarter, and sure, he eventually got down the field, but there was a lot of times where he's just throwing off his back foot, and he was making all these throws where the wide receivers had to adjust to. I wasn't a huge fan of today. He was really throwing low today against a Cardinals team that was already out of the playoffs like a while ago. So, to put this all in perspective, I wouldn't blame this all on McCarthy, but this is the year to fire him because they basically made their GM, I think Ted Thompson or whoever the GM is, basically they had a new approach when it came to roster building. So they were attacking when it came to free agency and whatnot. And I just thought as if that, okay, maybe this is the Packers season. They went out and go sign Jimmy Graham, nice 10 target, which would be nice and all of that. And they went off, got some other guys, some cutesy players like Muhammad Wilkinson. Let's see how he does. And they just weren't playing that well right now, and all of that. And right now the Packers, I believe they're 4-7, so technically they could make it with 8 wins. They did it 1 year, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. There's a really low chance of them making it. But they gotta look themselves in the mirror and all of that. And, some of this, it's going to be on Rodgers. And, he's probably going to be, he's still a great quarterback and all of that. But there's a lot of quarterbacks playing well this year. And not only that, when it comes to, he'll probably rebound, but he needs to look himself in the mirror and realize he's just not, he's kind of maybe lost a little bit of athleticism. I mean, he's gone through a lot of injuries. He's in his mid-30s. So to put that in perspective, he's not going to have the same athleticism, so he can't play the same way. He might just have to be a little bit less of, this super, all-around, using a lot of his athleticism. He's probably going to have to tone it down a little bit. And I think Rodgers as a leader is there for sure. I think he can be a leader and all of that, but they really need to get their act together and all. And I think a coach for them, that would be helpful. Obviously, I don't think they necessarily need... They might need some help on the offense, but if John Harbaugh gets fired or Jim Harbaugh, could be an interesting one. I think John a little bit better than Jim. I'm not sure if Aaron could handle Jim very well. But that could be interesting. I heard rumors about McDaniels being a potential guy right there. And I think when it comes to Mike McCarthy, what teams he would probably go tell him, well, let's look at the New York Jets, because I don't think he's going to come in as a coordinator, and it's doubt it. I could see maybe the Jets, because Bowles hasn't been playing that well, and if he does, you kind of step him in here right away, just see the kind of results, just so the guys kind of know what he's doing, because there are some young players that they do want to develop, so maybe introduce them now. Maybe this would be a good time to introduce a new head coach. You could try it and all of that. So it's just something where you put that all in perspective, and I think that would be a good team for him. And then obviously, he could try the Browns if he really has this huge ego thing where he thinks he could revive them. Mayfield, he ain't so bad. He ain't so bad either. And I doubt he would want to take Tampa's job, which might be available when if Dirk Corder gets fired. and all that. But I've been talking way too much. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you think of where McCarthy's going to go and a whole Packers situation and whatnot. And I definitely think as if when it comes to some other stuff in the NFL, I think Adam Thielen, obviously, he didn't have a great game, not against a good defense at all. I mean, that defense has been struggling for the past year and a half. And he was acting like a bitch on the field, so it's like, okay, calm down, Thielen. I think when it comes to the Bears, they lost to the Giants today. And it's like, if you want to be this team, a Super Bowl contender, similar to like, the Rams right now or something like that, and be one of those teams that this doesn't look like you're a Super Bowl bound when you lose to the Giants at this point of the season, when that team was way out of it. So, I just wanted to bring that up, guys. But overall, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.